Hello, my friends, and welcome back to Sesame Place. Been meaning to check out how they've been doing, but I have not been here for quite some time, unfortunately. Or I've been here and haven't been able to vlog, but the family has gone home, and now I'm kind of here by myself. Got a few rides on what's behind me here. Oscar's Wacky Taxi, an excellent roller coaster, whether you're a kid or an adult. But I'm excited to check out this event because it's obviously, since COVID has kind of let up a little bit and the restrictions have kind of let loose a little bit, there's a lot more people here and a lot more things to do, including the shows. So we're going to check out what we can check out. I'll make you aware of the things that we aren't able to check out, and I invite you to come along. Let's go check out the Count's Spooktacular. So Mr. Oscar the Grouch is meeting and greeting right now. He's looking great. I think, is he supposed to be a superhero? I'm not sure exactly. Looks like they did bring back the dining, the character dining that they had. There was a lot of availability, I believe, until like maybe a few days before, and then it sold out really fast. This stuff is really popular here, so get your reservations in early if possible. To kind of just give you an idea of the demand, they capped his line very quickly. A lot of people jumped in line to meet Oscar the Grouch. So the unique thing that I've seen for this year is that in order to accommodate more guests, increase their capacity, they've opened up part of the water park, I believe, in order to make that kind of the central area where the Halloween stuff is happening. So here's the slide complex. I really enjoy the rubber ducky at the very top there, but I am currently standing in what looks like a drained pool area in favor of setting up a dance stage here, which is going to host a game show, the Monster Mayhem game show, that guests can participate in, as well as the Furry Friends dance party that happens twice a day. I'm curious. I'm going to check this out a little bit later. Just wanted to point out it is right here. And then kind of peppered throughout the rest of this area are some trick-or-treat stops for all the kids. So just beyond that hub over there with all the trick-or-treat stops and most of the water park stuff, there is another big theater over this way. So as you can see, multiple times throughout the day, the Not Too Spooky Halloween radio show goes on in here. We're waiting to walk through the good ship Sesame, but you can see that they update this for the seasons, which is pretty cool. Looks like Bert and Ernie, dressed up as pirates, are meeting right in between the subway here, but just like with Oscar, they have capped the line pretty quickly. Doing a quick pan around this area, kind of give you an idea of the crowd levels on a busy Sunday. My goodness. I'm now currently in Cookie's Monsterland. I just wanted to point out the location here, where you can meet the other characters that aren't in the two spots that I just showed you, and that's the photos with Elmo and friends. And you kind of enter this way, and around the back here, you'll be able to meet the characters. I have done this before, and it's pretty well organized, and you can get some pretty good photos without the sun interfering. Just wanted to give a quick shout out over here to one of my favorite rides they have. It's a Teacup Styles ride called the Monster Mix-Up, in which they play a lot of disco. I'm all about it. There is one other show that they have here at the theater that's all the way at the end of Sesame Street, Who Said Boo, which performs 4 times a day. But as you can see, if I turn this around, everybody is waiting about a half hour prior to the 3 p.m. parade. So let's sit tight, check out the parade, and then we'll circle back. As you can see, 20 minutes prior to the parade, the whole route is completely packed. Holy smokes. Yeah, pick a spot early, guys, because otherwise you might end up like me and have to find a spot just right when they come out. I made it all the way back to where Oscar's Wacky Taxi is again, kind of where I started, but the floats are going to come out of there. You can kind of make out the tops of them right there, so they're going to be right here, and then they're going to continue on all the way down to kind of where I started this sequence, back by where the Sesame Street area ends and that one theater. that was kind of absolute anarchy. There was so many people. I didn't realize, because where I was standing, they don't stop at all. Everything enters, all of the floats and characters enter, and then somewhere like around where the giant planter is, where you'll see like the big count, that is around the area where they'll all stop, all the characters, they stop for a song. They'll move like another 50 feet down the route and then stop for another song and kind of get down on the road, walk down from their floats and all of that. And then they do one more. So honestly, if you're looking to get a good spot for it, don't be like me and get a spot late. Go stop somewhere in the Sesame Street area by Hooper's or something like that. And worst case, go by the exit where that last show is, by the theater. Go by the exit just past Sesame Street. That was probably my favorite spot. Somewhere around there is your best bet, because they do stop 3 times. But yeah, that was chaos. There's no good way to do crowd control for something like this, where there's room for like all the strollers and stuff to get by behind it. So like things just kind of come to a dead stop when the parade comes through. But anyway, guys, I think that now it's time to check out the 2 shows and then maybe meet a character or 2, and then we're gonna wrap it up, because I got Oscar's Wacky Taxi calling my name, and I definitely want to get some rides on that too. So right here, I guess this is the prime viewing spot, huh? Right here by Snuffy's Street Treats, and over on the opposite side there is another reserved parade viewing area, and it says here that you have to visit the photos and rentals area in order to make that reservation. Giving a quick shout out to that guy who's cleaning up all the confetti that they shot off during the parade. So hello, Grover. It's so nice to finally meet you. I've not met you before. I've been a long life fan, and I saw you going off during the parade. That was crazy. And now you were at Super Grover, so now I see that you're dressed as a cowboy. So you did the whole parade, went backstage, changed, and then came here to meet what looks like a very long line of people. That is amazing.
Try it again, okay? Emma turn around and count to 3. When Emma turns back, everybody say boo. Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Who Said Boo was actually a really cute show. It's the one at the end of the Sesame Street area. I think it's called the Sesame Street Theater. I'm not sure about that. But the show is super cute. They interact with the audience a lot, and that kind of surprised me, which is great. Not just in like the show and actually speaking and asking for participation, but actually going right up to people that were in like the front row or in the third row or so. So they actually walked around the space. The Count gets a song or 2 that are pretty great, and they did a rendition of Spin Me Round, you know, the Dead or Alive song. And that one, with the way that they use the sets, it wasn't much, but I really enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty great. It's a level of entertainment that you don't expect for like a kids park or a family park, but here it is. So definitely give that a big thumbs up. There is one other show to check out, which is going to be up next. But first, I think that the dance party is happening pretty soon. So let's first check that one out. I know I just saw these guys in the other show, but wow, they must be working hard to come here and do the dance party right afterwards. But just to pull back out to show you, it is in like a pool, and yeah, everyone's sitting and no one's dancing for some reason. I don't know. But unfortunately, the other show starts very soon. So in order not to miss that, we're going to have to skip the rest of the dance party.
Holy everyone, and welcome to the WSME radio station and our Halloween broadcast. We're going on the air live in just a few minutes.
Apparently it rained quite a bit while I was checking out that show. It's called the Abby's Paradise Theater. That's why I can't remember these things at all. But that show was actually pretty great. I appreciated the Thriller bit at the end with Elmo basically putting on Michael Jackson's jacket. I do not understand how these characters are so kind of nimble. That stage was really small, and yet they are able to utilize it with like 5 or 6 different costume characters. That was pretty impressive to me, and the energy was pretty top-notch. The stuff that goes back and forth between the audience and the performers. It's one of the things why I rate this park, as far as all the kids parks that I've been to in my travels, why I rate it so highly. It's kind of got a little bit of everything for everybody. Even like Oscar's Wacky Taxi is kind of a favorite among enthusiasts in this area. And then you have all the shows, you have the parade, you have the rides. It's got like that full package in addition to the meet and greets. It's something that puts it ahead of a lot of other parks. But anyway, I think that's going to do it for me here at the Count's Halloween Spooktacular. And I hope you enjoyed following along, kind of checking out all the things that there is to do. But now it's time to head on out. So for now, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. And I hope you go make your own adventure. Bye.
It's not very tricky for people who like to play all night and get freaky. You got to shake your head, put your hands up high. Wiggle your fingers like a bird trying to fly. Come on, let me see you do this. It's a tingly gruesome dance that's far from the twist. So step up front, don't you dare stand around me. Cookie Monster about to put the scene